to my channel. Welcome to another diecast restoration video, and I hope you're all keeping well since the last time we had a video, and I hope you're looking forward to this video. It's nothing spectacular again this week, another bit of a quickish one, no two-tone colour or anything. A little bit fiddly to put together it was, but relatively straightforward. So anyway, this week the video is going to be, as you already know, as I always say, you've read the title so you know what it's going to be. But anyway, this is Corgi number 246 and it's the Chrysler Imperial. So I hope you enjoy this one. So as I say every time, please sit back, relax, enjoy watching the video, see how I got on with this one. Okay, let's take a closer look at this one then. We start with the doors. The door cards are missing. This one has got a window, the driver's door, well not the driver's door, the passenger door, next left hand drive. This one's been broken off, so I have got some reproduction ones for those. The steering wheel is there, but it's got a break in it, but we'll just glue that. The windscreen's missing. Again, I've got a reproduction one. The seat backrests are there, which is good because they're quite often missing. It's got the boot, but no golf trolley or golf bag. I've also got that reproduction ones, plus the reproduction figures, the driver and the lady passenger. This one, the bonnet opens when you push down on the front wheels. You can see, and then you can get your fingernail underneath and open it, so there's a bit of detailing in there. Might be able to pick out some different colours on that, like the battery and the rad, etc. The tyres are pretty shot, so I'll put a new set of tyres on. These are all cracked. Now, there's a rivet at the front, a rivet at the back, and a rivet there and a rivet there, so I'm not too sure how you undo this one, whether you got to drill all the rivets out or just these two. I'll start with these two anyway, and then we'll see what happens. Okay, so all in all, it's not too bad. The bumpers and that's all intact. I don't know if they're metal or plastic, it's hard to tell. Okay, so we're going to get on and start to drill this one out, take it apart, see what we got. Okay. Okie doke, let's start drilling this. I might have to use my punch on this one to start it off in the middle. It's a bit of a funny old rivet there. He's going to be a bit of a bugger, that one. It's not a very good rivet to start with, I don't know if you can see that. It's very domed. That ain't working. What a bloody pain in the arse. Gee, I might have to just file that one, I think, to start it. Job to tell where the centre of the rivet is. This drill is as blunt as old Nick. Right, so that's gone a little bit. Let's try this one. This one's got a little hole in the middle. That's better. Oop. Try with the bigger one. Try with the bigger one. Actually, I wonder if I get this one. Do this one first. That's just about it, I think, for the front. Yeah, so it's looking like these might have to be drilled out as well. I think so. Right, let's have a go at this back one. Very strange that. I'm not going to drill that anymore because I'll bugger it up otherwise. So, looks like I will have to drill these middle ones out after all. I did have one of these as a kid and I broke it. I remember painting it white. And I know it did have the golf bag and everything when I had it. I bought it, well I didn't buy it. The guy up our local shop, it was his girlfriend's shop and he worked for a rich family, and when their kids had grown up they didn't want these toys anymore, these cars, so they gave them all to him and he took them back to the little shop up the road and laid them all out on the table in the back, and then all the kids from around the neighbourhood, when they went to the shop, he said, come and have a look at these cars, choose what you want. And I had a few cars, and one of Chrysler Imperial was one of them. They had the figures, the golf bag, trolley, everything. I was a wrecker when I was a kid. I used to wreck everything. quite funny really how you change. Well, some people change, I suppose, some people don't, but from being a wrecker I've gone to completely the opposite. There we go. So that's come loose at the front. There's a little hole there, I don't know if that's meant to be there or what. Right, okay, so it's all coming apart in pieces. So this front piece is separate. I didn't realise that. So, okay, so the bonnet, obviously, okay, you've got to put that in from the bottom. So that's how that goes. Right. So we take that off, we'll slide it out at the bottom. The steering wheel, it just, well, it's pinched in there. There's a little sort of groove for it to go in, and I guess that's been pinched shut so it doesn't fall out, so we need to open that a little bit up, enough to get the steering out. Oh, I don't want to open it too much. But I've got to open it enough because I don't want to bust the steering anymore. There it goes. So that's out. See, it's cracked. I don't know if you can see that. It's broken. So I'll have to sort that out. There's a hell of a lot of drilling on this one. Okay, so that hole there, this piece pokes through, and when you push down on the suspension at the front, it pushes that up and that opens the bonnet. So we mustn't lose that little plastic piece. Right. Now, what next? Right, I've got to get the back part of the body off to get this interior out by the looks of things. It's kind of strange, eh, that it's in like two pieces. Yeah, how the hell does that come out? That must be pushed in there. Pushed in from the front. Right, hang on, let's see how this boot comes out. Okay, so this interior, I think, has got to come forward. Sorry, hang on, there's my phone. Okay, we're back. Right, so that does, it just pulls forward, and ooh, to be careful because that's busted. This is going to be difficult. Okay, the boot's just fallen out, so that's going to have to go in at an angle. So I have to glue that one there. You can see that's broken. But other than that, it's just dirty. Okay, so that boot, oh well, that just goes in like that. Okay, that's going to be a fiddle to put back together, I think. Oh yeah, I think it will be. Bit of a fiddle. Okay then, so that's that bit. Oh, it's these. This funny suspension that must be held down there. held down by the body. It's not held down by that bit, it must be held down by this piece here. And that's what holds that down. Hell. Not a great idea, I don't think, for suspension, but anyway. Not too bad, I suppose. It's a bit unusual. Unusual. Well, at least you can't bend them so easily like that. Getting them out. So I'm just going to open that up. Boom. That's it. So there's only need to open one up. One end. There's no point in doing the front and back. As long as you got one up, one out, one open, you can just slide it out of the other one. This is where you skewer your finger with a screwdriver or your hand if you're not careful. Oh, well, that's come out anyway. That's come out. Perhaps I didn't need to. Okay, so that's that bit. So that's the front and back wheels out. Same length axles, so doesn't matter which way they go. Right, so now we've got these windows to take out. So that's a rivet, so that's going to have to be drilled, I suppose. So what I'm going to do, I might just glue these window bits back in after, because there's no way, I wouldn't think you're going to get a rivet to stick in that. Okay, so right, I'm going to have to put the small drill bit back in my drill. So it's Tuesday today, and I've got my video uploaded on YouTube. It's uploaded, but it's not processing. So it's taken a hell of a long time. It's been on for about half an hour now trying to get it on there. So I don't know what that's all about. I know every now and then you get one like that. Well, I do anyway, that takes forever to load. So hopefully it's going to go on. Oh, this is not as easy as it looks. Might have to file that. File it a bit flat. And then maybe I'll try with a bigger one. Well, I'm going to do this off camera because it's going to take too long, and I'll come back to you when it's done. Just a point of interest, this chromey piece here, front and back, don't know whether to put all that in the caustic or not. I might just clean that up actually with a wire brush, because it looks like only a thin coat of grey has been put on that. So these side pieces here are like chrome, but they're just like the polished metal, I think. And the same with the front and the back, both sides. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Oh, I see, that was like a square hole in the back there rather than a round one. So that's a weird setup. It's not a round rivet at all, it's a square. Jeepers. So that was a bad move, that, pulling that out. So that's going to have to just be glued, I think. That's going to have to just be glued. Okie doke. Right. Okay, so that's what I'll just wire brush that, I think, to get that paint off, and then I'll mask it off. Mask these bits off, and then I'll just spray the grey straight on there, no primer, nothing. As it is there. Okay, catch you in a bit. Right, I've drilled these rivet posts out. Not much on that one. So I've had to file the rivets down. Got them ready. Done this one. And this one. Okay, so next step. Caustic soda. I've got these windows out and I've filed that down a little bit, and then I've drilled the holes in the new ones a bit bigger, so I'll have to just slip them in there, and then just put a little bit of 5-second fix, I think, in there, and I don't want to use super glue in case it messes up the new windows. Okay, so all ready for the caustic. See you at the caustic soda bath. Okay, so the hot water's in. Now I'm going to put the parts in. I've put the small bits in this little chip basket. Put that in. Up the back and the front. So I'll put all that in. And now the caustic. That looks to be working pretty quick. Yeah, look at that coming off already. Lovely. Okay, so I'm going to do as usual. I'll leave that a few more seconds, or a minute or so, and then I'll wash it all off, fresh water, and I'll just wire brush it, wire wheel it with my drill, not my Dremel, so I don't get covered in spikes. And anyway, we'll come back to it when it's all on the bench, all nice and clean, ready for priming. Okay, see you then. Okay, so as always, the caustic soda's done its, well, as nearly always, the caustic soda's done its job. So that's all wire wheeled and wire brushed, ready for primer. Just got to clean it with methylated spirits first. And the base, I've wire brushed the paint off, polished that up a bit in the front. So that little bit there's gone dull. It's like a coating on it, and I think it's worn off there, so I might have to just touch that little tiny piece up with Molotow. But anyway, I'm going to mask this off, and paint the base. And I didn't think I had any paint dark enough grey, but I've got some sparkling graphite double acrylic paint from ages ago. That's a few years old. I hope it's still good. Anyway, that's closer to the grey that I need than what I've got in my other tins of paint, so I don't want to buy another one specially, although I might have to get some different shades of grey. But anyway, I'm going to go with this time anyway for the base. So I'll have to mask off that front bit and that back bit and the side bits, and then just paint this. I think it'd be alright. Okay, so I'm going to go and put the primer on and do that, and then I'll come back to you when that's done. Right, I got carried away, and I masked this off, and I've done the base. It hasn't come out too bad, apart from it being a bit sort of metallic-y, or quite a bit metallic-y. But that's more or less the colour that I was looking for, a darkish grey. So it looks quite nice. Looks quite nice. Right, so that's that bit. Put him back in the place. And I've painted these bits. That's the back and the front. The bonnet, boot, and the two doors. So I've just painted them. I haven't lacquered them yet. So yeah, that's as far as I've got. Okay, so here we are then. All the bits ready for reassembly. Got some reproduction bits, got the reproduction figures, new tyres, reproduction windscreen there, reproduction side windows. Yeah, so we're all ready for assembly. Detailing on the engine. I hand lacquered it after I painted it. Right, so I suppose if we start with putting the wheels back on the base, I think. So just shift this out the way. So we'll drop those in the right place, which is there, not where I first put them. If I can just get them in. Oh, for goodness sakes. There. There. Right, because these bars, obviously, they go in there. They fit in there. might just bend them a little bit to get them in, just enough so they spring back okay. Now you see they go up and down. I need to pinch these in a bit with the pliers. They move up and down, but when you put this piece in, this bit here holds the springs down, it holds them in place. So I'll just pinch these up a bit. Oh, that was my fingers cracking. Got to be careful because the bits do break off. As you can see, that's come out. It wasn't a good move actually what I just did. Just try to pinch them in a little bit. Still not quite enough. They shouldn't come out anyway, it's just because that other piece will hold them in, you know. That's it. That one, that's it. That's it, they're not going to come out. Right. Okay, let's get these tyres on. There. Rolls okay. Now, just put that a bit to one side. Now, these side windows. Now, this one, that one goes with that door. So they need to go in there. Like so, and then the door cards go over the top, hopefully. So what I'm going to do there, I'll just put a blob of 5-second fix there first, because I don't want these to come out. Oopsie. A bit around there, put the lid on, and then I'll put him in, so make sure he's right, push down. Now this glue should work for this because it's see-through. Sorry, I've just knocked the camera. You can see the glue through, so it should go hard with the ultraviolet light. Hopefully. That's the plan anyway. I did actually make these holes a bit bigger to fit over it, because it's like little tiny rivet posts there. But it's easier just to make the holes slightly bigger and then glue them on like this. Okay, so that's that one. I'll do this one. But same again, a little bit of 5-second fix around there. Okay, put the lid on. Make sure it's in place properly, if I can pick the darn thing up, that is. Okay. Yep, double check. Put the light on it. Now hopefully these door cords are going to fit over the top. Okay, so now these door cords, got these door cords. I wasn't going to glue them, but I think I'm going to have to. They're not great. It might fit. I'm just going to put a little blob of glue, I think. A little blob of glue in each and hope it doesn't cloud the thing, the window. I can't really put 5-second fix on this one because you can't get it to set. Okay, that's the door cards in. I had to cut a bit of plastic off them, get them to fit properly. They're still not 100%, but anyway, at least they're in now. Right, okay. I'm going to put this boot in. He's got to go in there like that. Now, I've got to try and keep it there. Now what I've got to do is slide this piece in there, and it's quite a tight fit. Oh, and that's what holds the boot in. Oh. There's a bloody fly buzzing around my head, it's getting on my nerves. Right, so, oh god, this isn't working. Oh, for goodness sake. Try it that way. Right, that's him. He's in. Now, this, I think, is what I have to do next, is to put this on there. And that's the piece like that holds the it holds the suspension bars. So I'm going to have to glue that there, because that's that. It was just a little straight tongue that went in there. It looked like a rivet before, but it wasn't. So I've kind of cocked that up a little bit. So we're going to glue that, put super glue, and then we'll put a rivet in there. So I'll put the glue in for this rivet first. I know I've put a little bit too much, but I'd rather it stick than come undone. It's only a very, very shallow rivet, that one. Very shallow rivet. So I want to make sure that one sticks. So I'll put a bit of glue in here. Okay, so we'll leave that a little bit to dry. Okay, so that's dry. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put the steering wheel in this. So that just, there's a little groove there. So this has got a slot in. Don't know if it matters which way it goes. That's it in. That's it like that. That's in. I guess I'll leave it loose like that because the driver's legs are pretty tight to it. So there. And then the windscreen, it just pushes in. It's got like these little clip parts that stick out on the back. I don't know if you can see them. And that just slots in these two grooves here. And it clicks into place. It's supposed to click into place. Oh. Guess the steering's not helping. I think I'm going to have a fiddle with that off camera. Okay, well I've had a fiddle with it and it basically just had to wiggle it and it's gone right down there. So she's in the right place. Okay. Okay, now I've got this little bonnet pin and that's got to go in this hole here, but from the underneath. So that's the narrow end. It's got to go in there like that. If I can get it in the hole, that is. And so what I'm going to do, a bit of old blue tack to hold it. In place when I put it in on the rest of the car. And then the bonnet, well, something must have splashed on the bonnet. You can see two marks, one there and one there, and I can't get it off, so I'm going to have to redo this bonnet. I'm going to have to respray it. What a pain in the tits. Okay, so I'm going to have to go and do that. So this is going to be on hold for another couple of days. Oh dear. Right, okay. Bonnet all repainted. So we'd better put her in here, I suppose. Hang on. It's got to go through from underneath, I think. Sorry, going out of shot again. Pushing it through from underneath. Okay. Right. It's just the blue tack I've put in there that's stopping it. Okay, so the doors. Now, right, put them in and shut them. Hopefully that will be okay. Come on, get in there. We've got to try and get those to line up in these holes here. Which they seem to have done. Okay, so let's get a rivet in here. So I think that's the long rivet in that one. Okay, so a bit of glue. Well, here's the old cocktail stick. Okay, she's in there. And the other rivet. Right, gonna leave that dry for a little bit and then we'll turn it over. Okay, putting the driver in, but he doesn't sit back very well on the seat. I know these seats go backwards and forwards, but I'm wondering if I should just put a little blob of glue in there to hold him in. I might actually do that. Same with her, otherwise they're just gonna fall out. That should do it. Then we got the old golf trolley. Reproduction one. So Don't know if it'll fit in the boot. I think they are supposed to go in the boot. Okay, so I was just looking at these golf clubs, and that's why the boot is shaped like it is. See, that's the way they go. They do fit in there. Lovely jubbly. Right, okay, that's it, done. Box made. Turned out alright, the box. The surprise is in the boot. Set of old golf clubs, eh? Okay, so I haven't lacquered the box because I find they look more authentic, like they are there, just printed out on the cardboard. Plus it's a waste of lacquer, I think, as well, if you lacquer them. So the old car's turned out alright. Happy with that. I hope you've enjoyed watching and you're happy with this restoration as well. And if you have enjoyed this video, then please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and feel free to comment. I know you always do, so thank you very much for that. And any advice or anything you think I might, or you think would be better way of doing things than the way I do it, please let us know. And yeah, so that's it. Another week. I apologise, my stomach's rumbling. I've just come home from work and I'm starving again as usual. So yeah, please join me again next time if you've liked this video, and we'll have another restoration for you. And yeah, until then, look after yourselves, and all the best. Cheers, see you in the next video. Bye. Happy.